gonna use the rest of the time I have in my wild shape to make myself a nice little den that's big enough for everyone to sleep in.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my time just making the little cave for us.
Actually, make a quick survival check for me.
As the badger?
Yep. But you still, I mean, you maintain your wisdom, so.
Alright, cool. So, survival, you said?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm proficient in.
Good. Okay. She as the badger makes this den. Do you all sleep in it?
No. That's kind of metagamey-ish, so I'm just gonna inspect it. I'm just gonna look at it and be like, I don't know. He just kind of.
I mean, you can make a survival check too if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, that's a little metagamey. I probably shouldn't say that. So.
You know.
I purposely chose my
most of it looks fine, but there is definitely one sleeping area that is in danger of caving in any second now.
Ooh, I will let Grandma know. I'll be like Grandma, I know you can't talk, but that area is going to cave in on you any second now.
I'd go over and start patching like dirt.
You're able to patch it up, no problem, and kind of like dig a little bit deeper and patch up the top area, and make the pillar or whatever you need to do to cease the cave in, and no problem. You guys are able to sleep underground for the rest of the evening if you so wish.
See this? I dropped my wild shape. This is how you make sure nothing attacks you from up above.
I will take some branches, leave it on top of there, and just very carefully take my piece out, my wooden toy out of my bag and set it outside the hole, because I know that even if he's blind as a bat, he'll see that.
Okay.
If he comes back.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pee real quick, and then we'll go back to the bathroom again.
Yeah, sorry, I was like trying to get that fixed. Like, man, Koa dropped a bunch of bits and stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna get this guy a sub, man.
I can make magical landmines.
Okay.
I'm the
Don't make them in our little.
No, I can use the badger form to dig holes, and then put the bombs that I can make in the holes.
I can get some water.
Oh my god, the badger just became my favorite thing to polymorph into next to the Roth.
Yeah, Sildiel will sleep down here now that Dalton has said it's okay.
But no, the badger only has an armor class of 10.
I mean, it's a badger. That's not.
But it has multi-attack. It has multi-attack, and it has a burrowing speed that I can use.
Holy shit, I'll finally get my spell slots back.
So, I want to show you guys this. Can you see the can?
Yes. Oh, I've heard of liquid death.
Adrian gave this to me today, and it looks like a Miller Lite can. My manager saw him holding it and gave us the dirtiest, and I mean the dirtiest stink eye on the way out today. So I told him I would try it. I've never had water in a can before.
Viper, to answer your question, the Gunslinger class is a fighter subclass. The one that I'm using, I changed a little bit, but it's almost entirely based off of Matt Mercer's version, which you can find on the DM Guild. Basically, they use his version. I think is a different stat, but my version, they use intelligence to kind of create their weapons and ammo and everything, and then they get kind of bonuses based off of that. They can use what's called grit points to get advantage or make specific trick shots, that sort of thing. It's pretty cool. If you check out Gunslinger on the DM's Guild and check out Matt Mercer's subclass, it's almost entirely based off of that. So, all right. So, guys, as we kind of pan back away from the battle as you finish the rest of your evening, no problem, back to Vethmel after your 4 hours of trance are over. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and give everyone their long rest.
Oh, thank God.
I know. I always feel so squishy in these early levels, and I'm squishy in general. So I'm like, man.
So
I should
Vethmel,
have dueling or something.
you trance, and then what?
I would like to come back outside.
Okay.
And I want
At this point, it is very late at night, 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah. And I would like to
And
look
actually,
into that window.
you are smart enough to know, maybe not the adventurers, but the town itself is probably only a few hours from waking up, 2 to 3 hours from, being pretty active.
Okay.
So sorry, one more time, what are you doing?
I want to see if the light is still on in this room.
It is not, no.
Cool. I would like to stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. $15, nice, okay.
And I would like to use my face step to
Okay.
go into the room.
Okay. Dude, I really like that. That's brilliant.
Pretty smart, yeah.
Okay.
I just hope it's the right room.
As you phase step into the room, go ahead and make a perception check.
Please just let it be one of these fucking adventures, man.
Can I make an investigation check since I'm in the room?
No. This is for your initial survey of the
Oh
room.
my God.
Damn!
Finally. That would be really, really sad, actually.
Right.
All right. As you look around, you see 4 beds.
Good sign.
It's not a huge room, but there are 4 twin beds. Each one houses a sleeping individual. With a 20, you see, one second here. You see one of them is a humanoid, and you're not able to tell, but you think it's a human. A second, a male human. The second one you see is definitely a female half-elf. The third one you see is a female halfling. And the fourth one you see is definitely a male elf. Additionally, in this room is a small table with 4 chairs around it, as well as 4 foot lockers, one at the edge of each bed.
Okay. I don't remember what their races were.
The female halfling, there was a female halfling wizard.
We killed the halfling, but then the half elf was a
You
druid.
killed one halfling. There were 2 halflings.
Yeah,
One was
the
the
wizard was a
wizard who's still
halfling.
alive.
The half elf was the druid, and then the other one was a cleric.
Yeah, I remember there was a wizard, there was a rogue. We killed the...
I'd put the ring with the halfling.
That halfling was a bitch.
They're thieves.
I was gonna put it on the rogue.
The rogue we killed.
Oh, did we kill the rogue?
Yeah, we killed the rogue and a barbarian.
Okay. Yeah, I remember Oh, that's right. Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll just...
Halflings have sticky fingers,
With the
they're curious.
If I can figure out which bag is the halfling.
So, yeah, I mean, you can... like they each have a footlocker at the bed, so if you want to go to the footlocker of the halfling's bed, it's pretty obvious to tell which one's the
Do they have
halfling.
bags too? Like
You don't see any bags.
Probably in the footlocker.
Okay, yeah, I'll open the footlocker.
It's locked.
I will look for a key to the footlocker.
You don't see one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can go ahead and make an investigation check if you want to check the room for a key. You don't see one.
There it
I
is.
don't see one. Okay.
Nat 20 and then a 2.
Yeah, really not having my thieves tools.
If there's a table, you can just leave it on a table or something.
I don't really want to just leave it out in the open.
Are they wearing anything with pockets?
Well, you just rolled a 2.
I don't know. Is Vethmil asking me?
I'm just throwing.
I don't really want to go. I don't want to touch him.
I mean, Vethmil, they are wearing common clothes right now. Each one of them are... Actually, no, that's not true. 3 of them are wearing common clothes. The female half-elf seems to be wearing something a good deal nicer.
She was a rich bitch.
Yeah.
The girl on Smash.
Because you're a rich bitch, and you're gonna get framed for this murder that we really planned.
You said there was a table with 4 chairs, right?
Yep, a small table. Like a small round table.
I'll place it on the table then, I guess.
Okay. Are you putting... So, right now you have 3 fingers that you've cut off a guard and the signet ring. So what are you placing on the table?
I am placing pieces of paper and the signet ring.
Okay, are you, like, writing a note on the paper, or are you just
No, I'm
placing,
gonna
like,
make it look
blank
like they were
paper?
going to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So blank paper, and the signet ring. Okay, cool.
And then I will
How are you leaving?
I am
You're going out the door?
Yeah.
Door's locked.
On the inside though, right?
Mhm.
So unlock it.
There's just a keyhole on the inside.
Oh, fuck.
Is there a window?
Yep.
Well, can I
Well.
open the window?
Sure. The window's
How many
unlocked.
times can you do that little blinking
You
Once?
can only do it once.
per day?
Yep.
Per
For sure.
rest.
Fuck.
Yep. So once you do it, you're stuck where you're at.
Alright, so you're able to open up the window, no problem, but I need you to make a stealth check for opening up the window, because that makes noise and creates a
Oh
draft.
god, please. Please, dice gods. Oh, thank god it didn't drop that natty one. Hurrah! Huzzah! Thank you.
Thank you to your bonuses, because there is a creature in this room who has a passive perception of 15, so...
Oh,
nicely
boy.
done. You open up the window, and you, you don't hear any sound, but you take a look around, make sure nobody is stirred. You see, you do see the male elf kind of roll over a little bit, but just, settle back down. Nothing. No one seems to have awakened.
Okay, I would like to hang from the ledge
Okay.
of the window, and then start to close. But how does it close?
I mean,
Actually,
it's
and open.
it's up and down, so just like a standard window you'd see today, where it just kind of slides up and slides down from the
Okay,
inside.
So then I want to slide it all the way down to where it's almost on top of my fingers.
Right.
And then when I drop down, let it close all the way.
Okay. Are you dropping down from the second story then to the floor?
Yeah.
Or
'cause
the
it's on
ground,
my,
rather?
What, 10 feet.
I mean, so
right?
yeah, it's only a story. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Alright, you're able to close the window successfully. You feel like you did a really good job of closing the window. You don't think that you left a gap or anything to where they would know that it's been tampered with. You hit the ground and make a nice little roll there to where you take no damage at all from the fall.
So, and then I will go retire to my room for the last hour or so before everyone starts to wake up, and then I'll go get my breakfast.
you hang out in your room and you finally take a sip of that drink, and it's been like 5 hours now since it was poured,
God.
so it's like room temperature, and you're like, I mean, this isn't great, but to be honest, it wasn't exactly refrigerated before, so whatever.
Pour one out for Pig.
Yeah, you pour one out for Pig.
Right.
Oh, poor Pig.
Sad.
I mean, honestly, you probably need to pour like 10 out for Pig. Let's be real.
Listen, we could have had
but-
Pig doing the shit.
You pour the first one out for Pig, and then another hour or so goes by, and the people in the inn don't seem to be stirring too much. But you notice the sun comes up. You hear, hang on, one sec.
Okay.
You hear that noise.
Nice.
As the sun kind of comes up, and it's people are starting to get to work outside. Before too much longer, you hear some rustling beneath you, so you figure it's safe to go down and get some food. The tavern is mostly empty, but there are a couple of people here for their breakfast in the morning. As you wander on down, Flynn gives you a wink and a nod and says, Roger? Is that the name you gave him? Roger?
I think he
That's
said
the name
so.
he gave him.
You're muted.
Yeah, Discord just
Oh, you died.
decided to restart.
But it was Roger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he gives you a wink and a nod. He says, Roger, how was your rest?
Oh, it was fantastic. Thank you very much. What did you say?
Flynn.
Thank you very much, Flynn. Appreciate it.
Of course. You need your breakfast.
Yes, please.
Oh, coming right up. Be more than happy to make you a nice, good breakfast, boy.
What you got today?
We got a couple of eggs, a side of bacon. Down the road, one of the farms, they lost a pig not too long ago, and we were lucky enough to pick up most of it. So we actually got some honest-to-God bacon today.
Nice.
And then, of course, your assortment of a few fruits and vegetables, a glass of water, and then that'll pretty much do it.
Too soon.
We do have some baked beans that we would normally serve in lieu of the bacon, but figure most people would prefer the bacon.
Oh, absolutely. Who wouldn't?
Well,
Do you get everything, all your food from Chester here?
generally, sometimes we buy something from traders coming through town if there's anything that we can afford. Sometimes we have to supplement the alcohol supply, but for the most part, our wares that we provide come from here in Chester. And of course, the outlying farms.
You guys don't seem to get many travelers in here.
Oh, not too many too often. We occasionally have the likes coming from Trader's Port on down to the other towns. They'll sometimes spend the night here, or maybe if there's someone from Acre or Ridgeland going up to Trader's Port, passing on through. There's almost never someone coming to spend some extended time here in Chester, but passing through, we get people occasionally.
Well, you guys got yourself a nice little town.
I appreciate it. It's been pretty good to It's been pretty good to me and Guilford back there.
Is that like his son?
As he kind of nods back to just a doorway, and behind the doorway is where the kitchen is.
Oh, so it's just like his chef?
Guilford, yeah, he's the chef.
So it's just this inn is just a two-man operation.
Yes, just me and Guilford.
Quite impressive.
We don't really need much more than that. Of course, there are a couple of barmaids who rent will have some rooms up top there. But other than that, it's just the two of us. But we've managed quite well. He's a good partner.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day. If I travel on through Chester, I'll be sure to say hi next time.
You as well. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you. And I will eat my breakfast and be on my merry way trying to find my party because I didn't ask where they were going to be.
So I had said you were gone, but I had said you guys are not that stupid. It's the nature of D&D to where sometimes you don't talk about those things, but of course we can retcon that you said that. Like, come on, let's be real. You would have made that conversation. So you're able to find the area where the party had previously camped, kind of waiting for nightfall the previous day. In the area, though, you don't see camp. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Balls.
They're not fucking here.
Well, they're dead.
He even left a fucking figure out for you to find.
Who had third watch, actually?
That would have been Roxana.
Roxana, make a perception check.
Roxana.
Can I roll something above a fucking 2 tonight?
I mean, 8's better than 4.
God dang. we could be so
Vethmil,
bad.
they're not here. Roxana, there's nothing going on above you.
Wow.
I guess I'll look for track.
Okay, make a survival check.
I suck with survival. I don't have a bonus in it.
You don't with perception either, so.
Vethmil, you take the next, 2 hours searching for tracks. As the second hour comes to a close, you hear some rustling behind you, as coming up from the ground is the entire party.
I pop my head up.
What in the
Oh, hey, Bethel.
guys?
There was a figurine outside here before you
You
defined it.
think I would see a tiny damn figurine?
Yes, it's right there, clear as day.
What do you mean?
I should literally pick up this 4-inch doll and go right here.
Oh, that 4-inch doll? Oh yeah. How could I have missed that?
It's sitting right
That's the
here.
same exact question we're asking. How'd you miss it?
You guys are fucking idiots. Okay. Where the hell
Really?
is Nefarious?
You lost her?
Who's with you guys?
You had one job.
He's right down there. He's just taking some rest. He took a bit of a blow, and he's fine though. I will gently kick Nefarious in the ribs and be like, "Fucker, it's your turn."
He wakes up.
Alright, Nefarious, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn them all down.
All right, at this point, Grady, I'm going to have you play Nefarious going on in to say this.
You're playing yourself.
Let's
Play yourself.
do this.
So
Okay.
what is he like? I mean, we can kind of speed past the whole, you give the whole situation where you left the ring. Obviously, Nefarious will know all of this. You give the quick little debrief, and on he goes. So where is he going and what is he doing? And is he disguising himself or is he staying as is?
Yeah, I have to roll for a disguise.
Okay, go ahead and do that first. Dexterity, proficiency, and then advantage. Yeah. If you're using your advantage or something, you go.
Yeah, I am. And the +2 is already
Woo!
in the proficiency, so it's 23 is the number.
Viper, are you a Critical Role fan? Telepathic earrings, come on. That was totally out of their first campaign. Anyway, yeah, a 23, and that's an extra +2. Oh no, you already rolled it with the +2. Never mind. But yeah, 23. Yeah, I mean, you dress him up real well, and he's already human, so you don't have to do too much. You just have to change the appearance some. No, me? Yeah, clearly. Who's your favorite character? So you dress Nefarious up really well. You darken his skin some to where he just looks a little bit different. You are able to kind of like change the hairstyle quite a bit, and you give him like a fake mustache, which you would think is almost like a highlight on him. Like the mustache almost like gives it away, but it's so well done to where it kind of like just works, and you like it. Either one, dude. I guess first and second campaign, and then overall. Why not?
Grog, and Grog.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Jester.
Well, so for me, it's Scanlan and then Jester, for sure. But yeah, I guess first campaign, then second campaign, and then which is your favorite of the two? I love Bo. Yeah, Bo's awesome. I didn't love her at first, but I've totally grown to love that character. She's amazing.
Bo's
Caleb grew on me. Like
Scanlan was my favorite in campaign.
Oh, see, I like
one.
Caleb less as this campaign goes on. Anyway, like I'll address that in a second, but cool. So you disguise Nefarious very well. Then what?
Awesome. And then Nefarious is going to take off or put on his commoner's clothes.
Okay.
And leave his shield.
So he's leaving the shield,
flail.
leaving the flail, leaving the armor, all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give him my daggers.
Okay.
So he has like some sort of weapons.
And I will say, with the disguise kit of like ungodly numbers that you rolled, you're able to like hide the daggers very well.
Okay. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna give him the seasonings too, just so he has something on him to kind of like cover up the reason that I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, maybe he's a spice trader or something, and that's why he's around. Okay. All right.
And then Nefarious is going to. I don't know if I wanted to go to the inn. Yeah, he'll go to the inn first.
Okay.
And then he'll walk up to the barkeep and ask where the sheriff's office is.
Alright, as Nefarious ends up walking up to the barkeeper, Flynn there behind the bar gives a wink and a nod and is like, "Hey there, good looking."
Hey, hold on. So, Barkeep Road. Hold on, I have to. This is my character sheet, that's why I can't find it. Okay, so for her false identity, has she used it at all? Does you remember?
Not to my knowledge, no.
So then I won't use it right now, just in case if she's planning something with it. Like, does anybody know if she's planning something with it?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
She has like something written in her. She has a different name for her false identity written in her.
Oh no, that's fine. No, yeah, no, that's fine. So I'll just tell you guys, because as part of her gang, you would know this. Her name is Nefarious Silverhammer, but whatever she has written there as like a second identity, where is that?
Under abilities and features. False identity, Victor.
Yeah. So her name, obviously, his name. Gender bending, dude. His name is Nefarious Silverhammer for sure, but she has decided the second identity as Victor Diorm is the name that she gives people. So that's what she goes by when she's out in the world. That way, that Nefarious is never thrust into the light. So yeah, you can totally use that name. That's fine. Yeah.
Hello. My name's Victor. I was just wondering where your sheriff's office is. I have some information you might be interested in.
Well, Victor, good to see you here. Would you like a drink?
No thanks. This is kinda urgent. Those
Are you
adventures-
sure? Like having good-looking guys around here.
Man, what would Sparky do in this situation?
Fuck him.
Well, if it's just one drink.
Of course. And he pours pours him a drink. He's like, I'm sorry, you had a question for me, as he kind of like brushes his hair back behind his ear. Brushes Victor's hair back behind his ear, rather.
Oh God.
You about to get your DS. So. I'm not talking Nintendo.
Well, I don't know how Sparky was once.
She would fuck him.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. Sparky will never, ever, ever play a character who will fuck anything other than a female.
Okay.
I will tell you that.
Okay.
Unless it's like for information purposes or whatever. For pleasure, she would only fuck females.
Yeah, I need to find the sheriff's office. I have some information about those adventurers that actually stayed the night here.
Sure. Sheriff hangs out at the Reeves house, of course.
Where's that at?
The Reeves house? Well, it's the large house atop the hill, far away from the rest of us. Obviously.
Thank you very much.
Unsafe. You should go by yourself.
Won't you stick around?
This is pretty important. I'll be back. But keep an eye out on those.
Well, I look forward to seeing you again shortly. You can always find me here.
Great
Guilford
news.
and I would love to have an evening with you.
That's exactly what you say.
We'll see. And I'll get up and thank him for the drink. And
Of course, on the house.
oh my. Okay. Yeah.
Grady's just like,
Grady's clearly never been hit on a dude before.
I actually
Grady's never
have.
been hit on by a dude. Okay.
Yeah, that was a fun experience.
Like,
How did that go?
like fun or something like how?
It was really weird. It was my coworker back at Chick-fil-A.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A,
actually,
not
was my
Starbucks, huh?
manager. Yeah.
That's actually really funny considering stereotypes and shit. But anyway,
Exactly, right?
let's let's move forward. So where are you going?
To the Reeves house.
Okay. Do you just walk up to like the double doors on front there?
Yeah.
All right.
Roll for a rap.
There's no guard outside, but as you kind of like knock on the door, a guard opens the door there. You see the same foyer that you guys saw earlier, right in this area of the house. If you kind of scroll down and take a look at it, I'll reshare this.
Warrior, we never saw this warrior.
No, you did. Right in this area. The guard opens the door and he takes a look at you. He says, can I help you? There's been some sort of disturbance over the night, I'm afraid. We're a little
Oh my
busier
God,
than
am I
usual.
too late?
Too late for what?
The
No. The festival is next week.
oh, okay. You scared me for a second. Those adventurers that came into town the other day.
I don't know. I took the guard shift today. Yesterday I was off at the lumbering camp.
Well, I'm not 100% sure if they got in yesterday, but there are adventurers in the inn, and I saw them talking to hobgoblins on my way over here a couple nights ago.
Hobgoblins, you say? We've had a hobgoblin problem in the woods as of late.
Yeah, I've seen a couple, and then I saw. Fortunately, I was hidden enough that they didn't see me, but I just figured I'd warn you guys before something happened. If I were you, I would take a look. At
You said they were colluding with them.
They were definitely not hostile to
Make
each
a deception check. With advantage. This guy's an idiot.
Yes.
Hey!
Come.
Nefarious.
Come, I can't do anything myself, but come, you must talk to Mr. Caldwell. He kind of ushers you inside and then leads you through the door there on the west side into the study that you had been in the night before. Inside there, you see a man dressed in nicer than common clothes, but not quite like royalty or anything like that. Not even like noble clothes, anything. Just good, normal clothing. Looks to be well kept. His beard is trimmed very well. His hair is cut precisely. As he walks back and forth, as the guard walks in, he's like, "Sir, Mr. Caldwell, sir, this man here has information regarding hobgoblins and the like. I figured he might need to see you." Mr. Caldwell looks and nods at you. Speak.
Yes, you have adventurers in the inn, correct?
So I've heard they took the contract to take care of the bandits out in the woods. From what I recall, they killed 2, imprisoned 4. It was a pretty good haul for them. We paid out a good deal.
And they haven't done anything rambunctious here yet?
They have not. However, the prisoners are no longer here. I'm afraid the rest of the gang must have buzzed them out in the middle of the night.
I wonder what their play is then. Yeah, I saw them a couple of nights ago talking to hobgoblins around here.
Who, the adventurers?
Yes.
Make a deception check. You saw them speaking with the hobgoblins.
Yes.
Can you describe the people that you saw speaking with hobgoblins, please?
Yes, there were a couple of halflings. There was an elf woman. And 2 others, I believe?
Was there a half-elf woman amongst them?
Yes. Half-elf, sorry.
Was she brandishing a shield?
I can't quite remember, but there was also a dwarf with an axe.
And you remember nothing of a woman with a shield?
I don't remember a woman with a shield.
Very well. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, yes, actually. Yes, she had a shield with a rook on it.
A shield with a rook on it.
Yes.
Do you know what that logo is?
Haven't seen it before. I assume it's a holy symbol. Or
At this
family
point,
crest
he
or
makes this motion, this like beckoning motion towards the guard. Says, the logo is the crest of House Ironridge, the Ironridge family.
Who are they?
Sir Ironridge is the knight assigned to the sector, a noble. The woman you speak of is his daughter. So you are coming here, telling me, accusing nobility of high treason. Who the fuck are you to accuse nobility of high treason, sir?
I'm not accusing anything. I am telling you information of what I know.
Make a deception check with a disadvantage. To the dungeon with him. I'll deal with him when time is right. And at that point, let's go ahead and take a quick 5 because I gotta pee again.
Good God, we just cannot Get this
I'm gonna give you a little
shit right.
secret. It would have taken crazy high to convince him because she is a noble. The woman you are trying to frame is a noble. So,
We know
BRB.
that, so we know now.
I'm looking at guns.
Who's the dick?
Are the home games going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So it would be,
earlier in the same year.
So it would be around the time that all of the nobles were coming out as corrupt assholes.
Only two of them. I was about to say one, but two of them.
And would word have traveled already?
No, because this is earlier. This is about 4 or so months before the home game began.
Okay.
So this is when they're being slimy and nobody knows about it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I reiterate, you only know of 2 nobles in that game, even, who are corrupt. So that's 2 out of, like, 20?
Yeah.
The others are just better at hiding it. Nobles.
But still, that's a pretty high percentage.
Okay. Is everyone still here then?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think anybody really
Well,
knows.
I'll go ahead and pop us back in live. Boom. We live still. / whatever. I keep forgetting, it's like real quick and easy for me to pee because my bathroom is like 10 steps that way, if that. It's in my room. It's amazing. I love it. I love being able to pee in my room. It's incredible.
I mean, you could always have peed in your room.
Well, no, like it's acceptable though because there's a toilet there. Yeah.
Yeah, just put a bucket down.
No. Toilet, not
outhouse.
bucket. I mean, don't get me wrong, Grady. I'm okay with that. Dude, did I ever tell you when we were in Uganda? This is ridiculous. This right here is the fundamental difference between men and women. when I was in Uganda, the guys in our hut, we were all in there was like a main like meeting area that was like a cement building, and there's like a kitchen there and a table and like chairs and meeting area, all that, but we would sleep in these bandas, or like these huts out in the back. And then there was a small cement structure which held a single toilet and a single shower, well, two of each, one for each gender, out in the back there. So if we would have to pee in the middle of the night, we would have to leave our hut that we were sleeping in, go out into the outside, walk like, 30, 60, 90 feet, whatever it was, to this like cement structure, go inside, take a pee, and then go back to bed. And that was such a fucking chore that we never actually did this. But us in the guy's hut were legitimately like drawing up plans and constructing a way to take a 2-liter soda, cut off half of it to where it's just like a funnel, attach that to a hose and leading outside, and stick that in one of the windows to where we can just like create a makeshift urinal and piss outside in the middle of the night from our hut.
Smart.
That's amazing.
Just walk
Very
outside!
No, I mean, plenty of us just walked outside, but like, okay, at the same time though, I mean, we were there for missions and everything too, so it was like, do we want to go outside, just drop our pants and piss in the event that maybe one of the girls from the girls' cabin comes out and they're like, holy shit, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. It was, I don't know. So.
I mean, that's exciting. I'd be like, you like what you see?
Anyway,
come on to Jesus.
That's a hell of a tangent. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Clearly, of the two roommates, I'm the worst example in that respect. I'd be like, hey, baby.
We're Dungeons and Dragons, where we escape jail to get thrown in jail.
Oh, fucking shit. A perfect plan.
Nefarious gets thrown back into jail. The rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
I think you're our leader.
I'm watching a Komodo dragon eat a monkey.
An hour goes by. 2. 3.
Good gravy, he's taking way too long.
4 hours go by.
A simple, just let him know what's going on and leave. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to, like, stick around and have a conversation. Let him know, be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. That's all you gotta do. And just run. What the fuck? That would have been enough to rouse suspicion. What is he doing? Having tea? Ugh.
I mean, the innkeeper was pretty gay.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't like guys. Something's wrong. I swear to God, if he got caught again, I'm going to take a dagger and slice his fucking testicles off.
Does this mean I can burn their house down this time?
Okay, let's put it this way. There's adventurers there. And if you start burning the houses with Nefarious captured, we're severely outnumbered. We couldn't take them the first time around. What makes
we
you
get
think
Nefarious
we can take
out
the
and then
town?
we burn it.
Again? The guard is going to be doubled if he's captured.
We kill the guards again.
God.
I mean, we did a pretty good job of it last time. Somehow.
If he's not back by nightfall, we'll go back. Woo!
And we know the layout of the place now, so we know where we're going.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It feels like it's common.
Okay, in that case, are you guys doing anything until nightfall? Remember, you don't have any more food or water right now.
I suppose we go look for food. Nefarious will be hungry when we break him out again.
We're really good at being bandits, by the way. Alright. Everybody gather
I mean,
up.
to be
Everybody
fair,
gather.
to be fair, the bandit life sucks ass and is difficult. So the fact that you guys are running into difficulty isn't necessarily because you're terrible bandits. It's because you're bandits. Like,
Also, we're pretty good at the murdering people part.
yeah.
Maybe we should
Just saying.
consider not being bandits.
Well, good honest work is not exactly what we're doing right now. Alright. Everybody gather up. Let's find some food. And then we wait for nightfall. And then pray to whatever god that you worship. And whatever god Nefarious worships, because, let's be honest, it's probably one evil son of a bitch. That we get out of this.
Okay, so
And
you're
then
looking,
we fuck off.
you're looking for food first?
I would assume so. If we're gonna wait, we're out of
Water.
food, so.
Okay, go
I will
ahead
start
and
foraging.
I need somebody to make a survival check with advantage because I'm assuming the rest of the party is assisting.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I've got. Well, Billy, what's yours?
My survival
Yeah,
+6.
then you do it. You got one more than me. Well, if I do it, I find more food, though.
Hey, Tretch, welcome!
I mean, you have assistance, so Steve,
Yeah, I'll do it, because if I find it, we'll find more food because of my ranger shit, so. There we go. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yeah, nice. Is there anything specifically you're looking for? Because you rolled really high.
Well, above like the standard nuts and berries in
Yeah.
a game.
Okay. I will say with a 20, you are able to find a small pool. Very small, but enough to fill up your water skins and get you guys enough water for the day. Additionally, with a 20, I will say you are able to find a single deer.
I will definitely try to shoot that motherfucker.
Make an attack roll with advantage.
Deer sounds tasty.
Nice, go ahead and roll some damage. Squigums is in here right now. I haven't seen you in here in a while, dude. Welcome. Okay.
There we go.
So, Dalton, you are able to track this deer. You find it as a single lone deer. It starts to drink from the pool. You draw back your bow and slice straight through the heart as this creature falls down dead. You guys have a deer. Not too far from camp either, so you are able to drag it into camp. It definitely feeds you all for the day. And you can extend that into rations moving forward if you have a way of trying to like salt and jerk the meat, that sort of thing.
Nefarious had the seasonings.
Yep.
Yep. Fucking
You know.
nefarious, man.
I mean, we can leave it in the sun if you cut it into strips.
Yeah.
The sun will naturally dehydrate it, but
Actually, I needed to make one more survival check to gather the meat from it. My bad. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you are able to get the whole thing. It will feed... Sorry. It will feed the entire camp for today and tomorrow, and then anything past that you would have to jerk or do something to preserve it in order to keep it any longer before it spoils.
As I just continually ray of frost the food.
Joe,
We have a refrigerator.
I mean, that doesn't hurt.
Joe or Buck?
Doe, sorry.